Your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Yeah, and we'll have to wait and see tomorrow because conditions still pretty rough out there. The wave's not quite as big as the past couple days, but they'll still be there. I was noticing some 10-footers just offshore there from Nantucket on one of our maps earlier. Speaking of Jose, no longer a tropical storm, and you can see I've sort of put up the past path of Jose. It made a jog to the east, came back at us, and then starting to move away now and also falling apart. So our weather does improve, and I have a feeling by tomorrow, and if not by tomorrow, by Sunday, this basically falls apart. We'll no longer even recognize it as a circulation. Still getting clipped by some of the outer edges of the precipitation. That will continue off and on overnight. You can see some heavier showers now just over the border in Connecticut. Another one along I-295 there in the Lincoln area. So we move down to Maria. This is a strong hurricane, a Category 3 hurricane. Now, one good piece of news is that we are seeing some upper level winds trying to at least get at this a little bit, which will help weaken or at least keep it from getting all that strong. And you can see the eye not looking all that healthy, although this may fluctuate off and on for the next couple days. This is expected to move to the north, so we have to still watch this carefully. And you can see the forecast from the Hurricane Center takes it as a Category 2 and then a Category 1 by the middle of next week. But again, we are not looking at an immediate threat to the northeast right now, but we have to watch this carefully. Anytime the hurricane or a potential storm is in this position just offshore from the Carolinas, it's still a possibility, so something to track as we go into the weekend and next week, but we have plenty of time to keep an eye on it. Here are those waves I was talking about, and you can see offshore from Long Island, 7-foot waves, 11 feet. Further offshore, and when you see this kind of activity, that still means we'll have some rip currents and some of those waves battering the shore tomorrow. Our temperatures right now, not that comfortable for this time of year. I heard a few maybe comments of people out there for high school football. Not great football weather, 59 in Smithfield, 61 in Providence, 64 westerly, 62 on Block Island. With those winds still gusting to around 29 miles an hour in Newport, 26 in westerly, 35 on Block Island, but obviously nowhere near those wind speeds we had the past couple days where we had 35 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. That's why that wind advisory is canceled for tomorrow. You can see the showers continuing to move in. This is around 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. We could pick up 1 or 2 showers very early before 7 or 8. By 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I think we're looking pretty good. Mostly cloudy, a little fog at the coast, and then we gradually increase the sun into the afternoon. Looking like a pretty nice day, especially west of Providence to the east of Providence. For Taunton, New Bedford, it may take a little while longer to clear out those clouds. So our winds will still be there tomorrow morning, but you can see the trend. It's a trend that we like if you do not like the wind. Gusts of around 20 to 30 tomorrow morning. By noontime, around 25. I'm thinking after 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, gusts just of around 15. Not too bad. And with the sunshine, we should be able to get those temperatures into the upper 70s. You can see it's a little cooler to the east because the clouds tend to linger a little bit longer. So upper 60s to around 70 for places like Taunton, New Bedford. But we work further to the west. We're talking upper 70s, maybe to around 80 for places like Coventry, Pasco, and up there through Smithfield. All right, there will be a high risk of rip currents, especially tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day, so there probably will be more people venturing down to the water. So we just want to remind you of that risk. On Sunday, we'll call it a moderate risk. We'll sort of reassess that situation once we get into tomorrow and tomorrow night, but there still could be a few rip currents out there on Sunday as those temperatures warm into the low 80s there at the beach. Happy fall, everybody. That came in just after 4 this afternoon. And to ring in fall, it's very appropriate to get a game played in the mid-80s on Sunday at Gillette with very muggy conditions. So feeling like Sunday, or like summer and like Sunday for the football game there on Sunday. You could see those 80s continue on Monday with mostly sunny skies. So obviously an improving forecast as we head throughout the weekend, and pretty nice around 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Mike, I know you have something to talk about there.
Yes, we have the Alzheimer's Walk looking ahead. Thank you, Pete. Yep. The Alzheimer's Walk